Hey everyone, so I'm gonna try to make this very fast so I can get back to my son, because he's playing with his toys and he wanted to play with them, so I want to play with them too. However, this message popped on my mind. Monks popped up. Monks, okay? If you don't know what a monk is, a monk is one of them people that sit back and meditate all day long. They kind of stay away from the world and they stay in peaceful state of mind and they meditate all day. However, y'all, it's more to the picture. They are the ones that's, alright, how I came to this and understand what's going on. Have y'all ever seen the movie Pacific Rim? So Pacific Rim is about where they have these big android monk, like dinosaur or robot looking things, right? And then they have two people that go in the inside and kind of control it. No different than like the Power Rangers. When all the Power Rangers come together and they control this big being type thing. Alright, so take that idea and put it into a regular person. So this is what's going on, y'all. When it comes to my mother and my uncle that you heard, right? I stated in a video a long time, not too long ago, probably like a month or so ago, my mother's spirit is gone. Okay, gone. It's dead. It's gone. And I told y'all that it was two Asian people. That's an Asian woman that's in her body. It is, okay? It is. So this is what has happened. When my mother couldn't fulfill the mission, all right? When she couldn't fulfill the mission to take me out, they took her out and put someone else in her form to try to control the narrative to see if they can help get me to fall, obey, basically obey. And so what happened was there's someone that's controlling her system, all right? So that's why I told you, a lot of times y'all see people, they look like they fine, but they totally not. It's because the person that's inside or the person that's controlling the spirit has more control of the emotions because they already know they on some dumb time stuff, so they got to play the role. Excuse me. So when it comes to monks are not just sitting there just kumbayaing. Nah, they controlling. Okay, I need y'all to know that. They not just sitting there just like sleep. Nah, they are in the spiritual world. Okay, that's why they can sit in one spot majority of the day, because they meditating. They are in the spiritual world. They are out here, like, just because they might be in Japan or China or India or East Asia, some in Africa. There's African monks. New Zealand. There's monks everywhere, just to let you know. A lot of them are overseas. And see, this is the thing. United States is like, I tell you, it's that simulation, right? United States is the guinea pig, okay? It's crazy. United States is the guinea pig. But it's so weird, though. If you notice, United States is the guinea pig, but at the same time, United States is also the same states that control everyone else. Just to let y'all know that it's so weird. It's weird because think about it. Well, what Trump doing? How is it that Trump is helping is okay, even though it's my spirit. However, and Ye spirit, well, technically it's Ye spirit. Just to let y'all know, Trump is Ye. Oh, but anyway, Trump is Trump, but Ye is Trump too. So, just let y'all know that. Oh my God, yep, the bag is out. Yep, Trump and yeah. Yeah, sometimes when y'all hear Trump talking, it's Ye talking. He said he's going to be the president. He's the president. Okay, he said, and sometimes he's Elon too. That's why they tag team together. So, I'll just let you know, Elon's spirit, true spirit of, so this is something I need to tell y'all. Elon Musk, right? He was trying to kill y'all. Just let y'all know that. Yes, the real Elon Musk was going to blow up California. The real Elon Musk was going to blow up California. All right? I said that long time ago. However, the real Elon Musk spirit is gone. Okay? It's gone. It's in spiritual jail. All right? So, you notice how Elon's spirit is a lot different now? It's like, he talks a little bit different than what he used to do, because that's Ye. He's doing it. Okay? That's Ye communicating stuff. All right? And when it comes to Trump, it's like, it's a 3-part harmony. It's like you listening to Ye, you listening to me, and then you also listening to Trump. Trump is still Trump. Okay, he figured all this stuff out in time enough and did what he's supposed to do in time enough to get his life right. So Trump is Trump. You get to see his authentic self. I know some things may not look where you want to look. However, right now, he is in a peaceful state. He has some corrupted ways. And this is something you ought to know. There are some people that was corrupted that's getting another chance because they figured out how to get out of that situation on their own. This is the thing. There are people that are in those crazy societies and was on dumb time where they was a part of it because of their family lineage, where they only getting out because they know like game over, we can't win. Then you got the ones that saw fit and saw like, yo, I don't care if she win or not, this ain't right. I need to get out of this. This is not the life I want. I just want peace. I ain't got time to be random the rest of my life. So Trump is one of the ones that was dabbling with these people at one point in time, but he saw that, yo, I was raised in this type of society. He was raised in that society, just to let you know. So even though he had issues with family, their family know they was all raised. Just some of them decided to say no to it. He was accepting to it because he just wanted his family to love him. That's it. So he dabbled certain things, but deep down he had a good spirit. Like I told you, people are not born into evil. I mean, people don't grow up being they're not born evil. They learn evil. Okay, I don't care if you was evil in a past life. You come back into an evil family until that karma comes out. You got to be wanting to get out of the karma. That's how that goes, or you're going to stay cursed. So he got out in time. Okay, he got out before he even knew if I was going to make it or not. That's why he still can keep a position. Okay, however, y'all getting to see his truth. Okay, however, sometimes my energy can chime through. Sometimes Ye chimes through. A lot of times, sometimes you can see Ye energy within Eli. Only thing different, Eli true spirit is gone. Okay, he gone because he was really trying to kill off. When I was in the mental place, that's when I found out he had some hidden bombs where he was going to blow up some parts of California, and that's how it was going to cause apocalyptic situation, but it ain't work. Okay, anyway, back to this monk thing. So this is what's going on throughout society. There are people that are in these in those society clubs, and some in my family, whatever, there are actually monks that's controlling their bodies. So when you sell your soul, right, a lot of these people, when they sell their soul, they end up losing their soul. Like some of them die. Okay, some of their souls dead, and now there's someone else utilizing their body. That's why I said the other day, there's a lot of people that's in the jailhouse, that's in jail, locked up, bars and all, but they don't care if they in jail because they know how to teleport through other people, and they still living a life through other people. Okay, so when it comes to these monks, some of them are operating through people. Like there's some operating through my family because I could tell. And the reason how I could tell is the way they talk to me, where they communicate with me. I tell you, everybody got patterns, everybody got ways. And if you pay attention, you can see where the pattern change up. Not saying that people can't change, but everybody has something. It's like that one thing in their DNA they cannot run away from. Okay? It's like your color, you know. Well, some people color. But, you know, it's just that one thing you can't run away from. It's always going to be there. And when you see that one thing goes, you know something's off. Now, I'm not saying this to be like for you to be afraid or anything. It is what it is. But what's happening is, how can I say it? As long as people treat you right, don't stress it. And I know, look, y'all like, why are you telling us for? Because I can. And for the ones that want to know, they know. If you don't like my messages, you can kick rocks, keep on, or keep on trucking, babe. You understand? Or to the left. You know. However you go. All right? I'm always tell truths. So, yes, those monks, they're not just sitting there meditating. They're controlling things. They're out here controlling situations. They're taking over people's bodies that don't care about themselves. So you can't sit back and get mad or whatnot and say, well, how can I say it? You can't sit back and say, well, be mad at someone or be scared, because if you are in your authentic self, then you're controlling yourself. If you're wearing a mask, then you might need to check yourself, because you could be yourself, or you could be in somebody else's form, in the wrong form. It's not something to panic about. It's just finding you. Some of y'all are having mixed emotions is because, like earlier, the last video, I said, man, I had to clear my throat. I said, because some coffee just went down. At the time when I was saying that, I just said it. But when I went back and looked at the video, I said, hold on, I ain't had coffee since earlier. That let me know my spirit is transferring somewhere. My spirit was within transferring somewhere, or channeling through somewhere where they was getting choked up with the coffee. Okay? But that's how our spirits roam. How will you know who you are until you check yourself? It's simple, man. Don't, enjoy the process. Enjoy the process. That's all I'm saying. Don't be afraid of it. Enjoy the process. Get to know who you are. Get to know the spirit within you. You understand? Get to understand the spirit within you. You are a vessel. So your body can move to a certain extent due to the chemical balance that you have. Is like vibrations. That's what making you move. But the spirit is what gives you more of an identity. It gives you more of a substance, something to back it up, something to give you a backbone to know that you are something in this world. You know, but yeah, when it comes to monks, they out here, and people, you know, they roaming, they walking, they doing different things. So if they doing it, other people doing it. You understand? So it's more so just love yourself. Get to know yourself. Like, it's a lot of stuff that's going on out here, but instead of being afraid, let's accept it. Let's enjoy it. As long as we ain't hurting anyone, shucks. Just think. I'm gonna call it what it is. Just think, if you always want to be a basketball player or something, now you can be a basketball player. You understand? You can do it in your reality, or you can do it in spirit. I'm not sitting here to say go out here and control people, because when you know who you are, then you ain't got nothing to worry about. Nobody can't take over your form. You know, when you playing around, that's something different. But that's the thing. If you watch and listen to me, I can show you how to operate in your reality and your spirit at the same time. You know, it's so many opportunities and so many things out here. It's a lot of things you can try out and not even have to go through the whole process to see a test run, to see if there's something you really like. You know, it's so many beauties to this opportunity. And that's why I'm not mad, because there's so many opportunities. Even with me going through the stuff that I went through, I got to learn a lot. I got to see the world. In the spirit, I got to see the world. Like, I've tested and done everything you can think of, okay? Only thing different is my spirit knows it. My reality haven't got the chance to experience. But I'm about to experience those things. There's some things that I don't care so much for, but I learned from those things. You understand? Ain't no need for me to be mad. Ain't no need to be sad. It's lessons. It's no different than the traumatic stuff that I went through. If I didn't go through the traumatic stuff I went through, we wouldn't have the movies we have today. You know, yeah, I can sit back and cry and be like, Dad, that's something I went through, or whatever somebody went through, however. But I'm like, look at the entertainment. Look at this knowledge. Look at this information. I took my pain and turned and gained something from it. I turned something negative and turned it into a positive. I took something that was hurtful and gave some type of energy of positivity to it, of like strength, you know. And then sometimes you can laugh at your pain to keep from crying. Why should I cry when I could just laugh at it and like, yo, that's crazy. You understand? It's that simple. We don't have to make it hard. You know, learning yourself, meditate, and get into your energy and adapt into your environment. Give yourself something to hold on to, something to stick to your bones. See, that's the problem. Our spirits are not sticking to our bones. They're loose. They're wobbling. They're like Flubber. The movie Flubber. I'm attached to that if I can remember. The one with, I can't remember his name, but I can see his face. He played in Jack. He played Miss Doubtfire. What is his name? Boy, I can't. Dang, he passed away. I forgot. I can't remember the name. I'm not good with names, but I can tell you the movie. I just told you the movies. But Flubber. If you remember, and if y'all remember the old Disney movie Flubber, where it bounced around, that's like us. We bounce around, but if we learn how to, and it was talking about, I think, neurons, neutrons, and stuff like that, or whatever. When we learn how to control what's within us, then we know how to control the narratives of our lives on the outside. We know how to vibrate the right way. Like, in my world, everybody's super nice around me because that's the way I vibrate. Because I'm holding on to who I am. I acknowledge who I am. I'm acceptance of who I am. Now, in somebody else's eyes, in the world that's around me, and they in the same environment as me. So, say, for example, if, I had somebody else sitting beside me, they might see a world something totally different because that's the way they vibe. You understand? It's amazing how, like, when we eat food, how everyone will eat food and we can have the same taste, but how can I say it? We can have the same. It's amazing how, like, say for example, chicken. We can all taste the chicken, and how is it that all of us can agree that the chicken tastes good? But the crazy thing is, we all taste it differently. You understand? That's just life. We can all agree that the world got a lot of stuff in it, but we all see it differently. Until we acknowledge that we all looking at the same thing, but I see something different and you see something different, and just accept that, and we can keep it pushing. The main thing in this world, as long as we're not promoting hate or trying to, how can I say it? When it comes to kids, that's my biggest issue. When it comes to kids, as long as we're not promoting them to be grown faster than what they are, try to program them to move faster than what they need to, I'm cool with it. It's like when I see these kids, it makes me feel bad. Like I dealt with this, like, with my daughter and my daughters now. I don't like to see them look grown. I don't like it. I don't like it. Like, I be seeing, y'all know that new dance, the fan dance, where you, and then y'all do the fans, and y'all know how y'all pop y'all little hips and wiggle. I seen a video. I know I'm jumping. Let me jump. I saw a video of a little girl, and she was over there. She was a pop, and I said, oh, nah. Like, be a little kid. You don't need to be wiggling and wobbling. And I know at one point I'm like, okay, reason why I see it that way as she need to stop is because I'm looking at it, judge. We all judge, right? I'm looking at it as these men and these other little boys don't need to be seeing her twisting like that, like a grown-tail woman. And it's sad that we got to look at it like that. The girl is just dancing. But what's so crazy is, if this was a tribe, right? One of those tribes back in, one of those tribes, they got them still out there, those tribes where those kids, there are tribes where, the women don't wear bras and stuff, and their titties be out, or boobs be out, or breasts be out, whichever word that makes you feel comfortable. And they be out, and they walking around, and the kids be wobbling and this and that. I ain't got no problem seeing that. Ain't that something? It's like, I get it. It's like, ain't that cute? That's adorable. But then when you come to America and you see these little kids twisting, why is it that when they do it, it irked my nerve? But then I can go and look at one of these tribes and they do it and it don't bother me. Why is that? I'm really having a moment right now. Why is it? How is it that when we go back to our origin on things like that, people basically half naked and it don't bother me? And they walking around, men as well. Naughty women ain't got no bras on or whatever, right? And the kids, same thing. Kids naked too. And it don't bother me. Hold on, y'all. I just want to know if he can come over to play sometime today. I know I'm not doing it. I know I'm not doing it. I'm not doing that. I know it's a setup. I ain't got time for the dumb mess. Okay, what? Sidebar again. I'm gonna always be honest. So, my son, I don't have a problem with him playing with other people's kids and stuff, but I know a setup when I see one. So there's this boy that's in my son's class, and this is how you know when people setting you up, because you can know it's not authentic. First and foremost, I never met this boy's mother, right? I ain't met this boy's mother. Did I meet her? No, I briefly met her. Just say, hey, how you doing? She came over, said, hey, how you doing? And I said, hey, fine. Found out we got the same name. Cool. Got you. Child's fine. Nothing wrong with the child. All right? However, that was that. And then one day, out of nowhere, hold on a second. Yes?
This is how to bring somebody back to life.
You gonna bring somebody back to life? Give me a second. Don't do that. You go somewhere. Go change that one. See how things work. Anyway, I'm still in my story. But yeah, so the mom popped up with the child, spoke to her. She was saying, oh, my son been wanting to meet your son. He always talk about your son. And I'm cool with that. And that's all we said. And then they drove off. Then on the next weekend, it was a couple days later, and the weekend hit. Then I get a knock at the door. A knock, and my uncle answered, and I found out it's the little boy. The brother brought the boy over and dropped him off at the house. So I was like, okay, cool, bet. I'm a good person, so I ain't got no worry about. So I was like, come on in. Come in, you know, you can come on play, because, you know, I don't want to disappoint my son. They can play, they kids. See, I have a good heart. I know I ain't about to do nothing crazy to this child. But the brother, he looked like he's probably like a teenager or like 18 or something like that. He leaves. But before he leave, I was like, when you gonna come pick him up? And he was like, well, whenever. I said, okay, you can do like an hour or two. That's enough. He leaves. Then the mother texts me and say, hey, not too long after, oh, my son dropped him off before I got home and this and that, and I could come get him. First and foremost, this is how you know somebody trying to set you up. If I don't know you like that, I'm not, you know, I ain't got no word, but if I don't know you like that, a child that's 7 years old, 8 years old, we ain't back in the day where we can drop kids off with people and we knew that the neighborhood would keep an eye out on them. These days, you don't know who you're dealing with these days, unfortunately. Okay? Why you gonna lie your child? I would have my child, I wouldn't even text you to say, oh, I didn't know you dropped off. I would have said, child, you better go back and get my child and until I come home. And if he gonna go over here, this is the first time they over there. You better sit your butt on the porch or something and wait and let them play. Or I'm gonna come out there and sit on the porch or something. We gonna talk until they and let them play. At least let me make sure that my child is in good company. Cause people these days they do stuff to other people's kids. You know that, right? Okay, I need to know that they do stuff like that. But it's kind of weird that out of nowhere today, after I told you what I said about my mother, and now this woman gonna text me and say, hey, can I drop my child off? I ain't stupid, y'all. I don't know what fool you thought I was. I know I pretend like I don't know nothing. It ain't no, like, it ain't that I pretend. It's just I decide not to provide a lot of information sometimes. I know how to keep my book closed and lock it. Because I know there's enough that I need to provide and some that I need to hold on to. And that's just me. But y'all really gonna bring the child and think that y'all gonna do like a soul swap or y'all gonna do some crazy stuff? Because reason for me is this whole neighborhood connected. Because one thing about it is this. My mom don't like people in her house. She don't. But it's a coincidence. The 2 times, the first time they came, she was gone. And she pops up right after he leaves. And now all of a sudden she gone and they gonna try to pop up again. And also, how you gonna offer to take a child to somebody's house? Why you don't ask me and say, excuse me, hey, I was thinking about coming. If your son would like to play, are you busy today? You at least give me a day's notice. You're not gonna, pure, authentic people gonna give you a notice. You already know. You told me that your child don't have any other friends. That's what you say. You would have sat back and would have said, okay, my son want to go over there to the house, so let me contact them the day before and make sure they ain't got no plans and see. But see, when people try to be users, they'll do that last minute thing. I don't know you like that. We ain't cool like that. We ain't got no, I don't even know you at all. Just the fact that we got the same name. That's it. And you want to drop your child off, and this is the kicker, y'all. They live behind me. I don't never see that child outside. Their place is really behind me. And and the way the window is, I can see when kids outside. That child ain't never outside. Until you learn how to play with your own kids, don't try to set them up with mine. Because my thing is this. Yes, kids are kids. But adults have some wonky things about them. And in my situation right now, I ain't about to let one of these people from the community kid come over and then something happens to that child when on their own time, and then they try to say, oh, she did something to him. I know what the heck y'all doing. Because see, that's what's going on. She's sacrificing her child right now. She's sacrificing her child. She's on her child to come over. She's trying to put a spell. So just in case if something happens, right, which you want it, but if something would happen, it's a setup. If something would happen, they'll say, she went to that woman's house. The whole town think I'm on the demon time. The whole town think I'm on demon time. So why the heck I'm allow somebody's child to come around me at this time? Because if you do something to your child, then guess what? Y'all gonna blame it on me. I ain't stupid. And the child is sweet, but you can tell that the mama ain't paying attention to him. Because the way he was talking, he didn't even have manners. I had to teach the little boy manners. I ain't got time for it. So that's my story. So just let y'all know, in this day and time, be mindful. If you got little kids, I know when they get a little older, you might get a little leeway, but still, you need to know who these parents are. Because a lot of these parents are predators, or they on demon time, okay? Unless you know in your spirit that they good and you really trust them, or you know somebody that trusts them, that's something different. Be careful about how y'all let these kids around. Because not these neighborhoods ain't villages like they used to be, okay? Protect your kids. Because people be doing some dumb stuff. And sometimes people will set your kids up. They'll set their kids up or set your kids up for the okie doke. And then when something happened, they'll blame it on you. I've seen it too many times. But in this case, it's sad. This child, he's sweet and innocent. But the mama's on demon time. And I ain't going for it. And I'm going to tell you right now, if they come knocking at that door, I'm going to close it on them like they're the Jehovah's Witnesses. I'm sorry. I gotta be real. Back to my story. I'm sorry. They ain't gonna be knocking at my door, banging at my door. Okay. I didn't say that out loud. I'm nothing against Jehovah's Witnesses and all, but I'm not gonna force something on y'all. Okay? If you want God, then follow your heart. If I gotta bang on your door and say, are you ready for Jehovah's return? No. Because I don't know what witness you looking at. Because my God is here. Lord, since y'all riding around, can I get some gas money? Since y'all got the gas, because Jehovah said, it's my witness. Can I get a couple $1 for some gas, please, ma'am or sir? I know, right? I was like, did she really say it? Yes, I said it. I don't believe in people should be banging on people's doors. Because people that really want to come to God, they'll find it within them. That's some real stuff. Y'all sitting here wasting y'all gas, banging on people's doors. You're forcing something. You're trying to force God onto people. And don't get me wrong, in certain situations, y'all might come into somebody's life at the right time. However, y'all going to people's doors like y'all the Avon lady. It's like, can I get a sample of God? You give me the brochure, but can I get a sample? What is that? Can y'all put $1 or $2 onto it so I can feel the miracle and the blessing part of this? Because you're waking me up, asking me about something that you don't even have the information fully on. See, that's the thing. That's the thing for me. I am jumping to stuff. That's the thing. Don't be banging on people's doors. Don't do that. No. Like, when we at a time in this world is this, either you want to know, you don't want to know. There's God all the way around you. And if you got to wait for somebody to tell you who God is, then you don't really want to know. My thing is, just do what's right in the world. Just do what's right. Just live life right. It's that simple. That's when you start learning what God really is. Y'all go out here, read scriptures and verses and all of that. Shucks, you might start rapping. Create a song out of it. And then come at me. Can I get a feature? It's like... Shucks. My title, this water, H2O. That's the scripture. It's like, y'all, it's just, excuse me, y'all. I'm a love life all day. It's a lot of things that goes on, okay? It's a lot of things that go on in the world. But we have to be mindful, all right? But enjoy it at the same time. As always, use discernment, all right? No different with these monks and stuff like that. When you're dealing with people, how will you know if you're dealing with somebody that's real? Pay attention to them. And when you pay attention to people, then you starting to learn to love them, just to let you know that. Even if a person ain't who they was, they still will become who they need to be if they do what's right. Pay the true attention to people is start learning to love a person for who they are. All right? Always remember, we all do change for better. Okay? If we change for worse, then you know there's a mask on there. Then, walk away or communicate, do what you have to do. When it comes to our kids, let's be mindful. Until everybody's on the same page, we're not back in the days of the Cosby eras or the Family Matter eras or the Full House eras and stuff like that. We're not back there right now. We in a world where you got to be mindful who your kids are around. Don't just drop them off anywhere. Get to know the parents. And that's how you build a village. That's how you build a vibe. So then when your kids go to somebody's house and say, hey, this person's doing this and doing that to me, and they tell the parent, now the parent can be like, all right, I know how the mama is. Yeah, we can go to the mom or the dad and tell them what's going on. Or, hey, we might need to go to the police and tell them what's going on and this and that. This is how we can save one, help one, save one. Okay? You gotta be mindful. In this world, we deal with a lot of spiritual stuff. So you gotta be mindful of who your kids are around, because you never know what these parents' agendas are or their things are. So especially with girls or with boys, when you let them have sleepovers, somebody need to be mindful, okay? If you know your husband is touchy-feely, you might need to stay, we need to do this a day when your daddy ain't around. If you still want to be with that person, or the mama ain't around, or, hey, we might need to do this another time, and you can go to their house. I know them, everything good. It's a lot. If you know your kids got attitudes and stuff, and they do some crazy stuff, until you fix your attitude, you can't have nobody to come over. Because how many times we find out the kids getting killed or the kids getting injured because they bring somebody over that they bullying, just to bring them over, just to bully them around others. So y'all got to be careful. I'm not sitting here saying to, don't trust people, but get to know who the parents are. Take the opportunity and get to know the parent. Put it like this. If you don't want to get to know the parent, why you bring your child around them? Because your child is going to be, they practice what they mimic what they see. So if you don't like, if their parent is not treating their kids right, why are you gonna allow your kids to go in that environment? Now they're gonna learn something new, because whoever your kids is around is what they're gonna learn. Because what you ain't teaching, they're gonna learn from somebody else. So you need to be mindful. I'm not saying keep them away from people. Please don't shelter kids to the point that they can't go nowhere. I know how that feels. Because what happens when they get to a point in their life when they say it's time for them to get out, they start experimenting. Okay? And you don't want them. That's how some of them get caught up. Thank God I never did. Okay? That's why, I never did, because at the end of the day, I had some type of, how can I say it, structure for myself. I created structure for myself. Okay? So please be mindful of your kids and stuff like that. Allow your kids to have some form of space, but don't choke them in the process. Allow them, trust your instincts, but at the same time be mindful, discernment. When it comes to God and stuff, I'm not out here to force it on you. I'm not out here to throw it on you. It's like your clothes. When you get up in the morning, if you want to put something on, put them on. You understand me? That's all I got to say. When you walk outside, throw the clothes on. Make sure you got your clothes on when you go outside the house. But if you go outside naked, just remember, you are not protected. You have a blessed day.